What's up internet, I'm Kale Hammer and welcome to this Minecraft redstone tutorial. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to build my take on the auto-smelters. Now I know there's a lot of tutorials on this kind of thing, but my spin on it is that you have your input chest and your output chest on the same level. Now if you don't know how these things work, basically you throw your fuel into one chest, you throw what you want to smelt in another chest, and then you start up the machine, and a bunch of furnaces start to work together simultaneously. And it starts to smelt things really fast. So I like this design in particular because everything is nice and tidy and hidden in this nice wall right here. So you can put this pretty much anywhere in your base, as long as you have the space behind it, of course. So now to build this, you're going to need to dig out a 7 by 7 by 21 area. For this, you're going to need 9 furnaces, 6 chests, 33 hoppers, 4 droppers, 4 powered rails, 20 rails, 2 minecart hoppers, 5 levers, 10 redstone dust, 5 redstone torches, 2 redstone repeaters, 3 redstone comparators, and a block to build your circuits with, as well as a random item for a hopper clock, which we'll get to later. Another thing worth mentioning is that the floor that you're going to be accessing this from is going to be right in the middle of your 7 deep area. 4 blocks down and 4 blocks up. So you're going to start this build by placing your input chest, like so, and your fuel chest right below it. Next, you're going to want to place 2 blocks out from each of these, and make sure you destroy the block that's right underneath this block. Now, line up all your furnaces. Next, take your hoppers and line them along the top of the furnaces like this, as well as placing them out the back. Next, you're going to want to place a block at the end of each of these hopper chains, as well as a block diagonally to these. Now, take a lever and put it on the top of each of these blocks and power them. Now, you're going to want to run regular rails across the top of each of the hoppers, and a powered rail here, as well as another regular rail and powered rail here. Now do the same thing for the top track, and if something like this happens, go and just destroy this rail, build out a few rails, destroy these 2, replace this powered rail, and you should be good. Another rail and powered rail here, and now the rails should be good. It's worth noting that if you do want to expand this, that all you will need to do is move these blocks to the sides and repeat the same process for the furnaces every 10 furnaces. Now going back to the front, you're going to want to place your output chest right here. Right here. Building 4 blocks below it and creating a 2 by 3 area at the bottom. You can destroy these blocks now. Now take your 4 droppers and directly below this part of the chest that hangs over, place the droppers facing up. Now this part's a little tricky, so hang with me. You're going to want to take a comparator output from this bottom dropper into a block with a redstone torch, a block here, another torch on the other side of the block, and a piece of dust on top. Then you're going to want to make a V with the blocks, like so. And then repeat the same process on the 3rd dropper up. Comparator output into a block with a redstone torch on it, another block and another torch with a piece of dust on top, and then create a V shape. Now, starting from this bottom dropper, you're going to want to create a chain of hoppers all the way across the bottom of each of the furnaces. Now for the activation lever, you're going to want to place a block here, 3 blocks in an L here, and another 3 blocks in an L around this bend. So it should be 2 L's interlinking, as well as another block right here on the other side of the L. Our 2 repeaters are going to go here and here. Fill in the rest of these blocks with redstone dust. Now this last bit at the bottom here is just to ensure that this bottom dropper here doesn't get filled up with too many items and break this system here. So all you're going to do for that is place a block here, a block here, and 2 hoppers that are running into each other like this. This is where your random item is going to go, and as you'll see, the item just goes back and forth, and then place a block right here, as well as a comparator output from the hopper clock. Lastly, you're going to want to place a redstone torch here, and a piece of redstone dust here. And that should be this thing completed. Place an activation lever right here next to your input chest. Oh, wait, no. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the minecart hoppers need to go on there, don't they? Right here and here. Of course, now we need to fill it up and give it a test. Now, one thing I'd like to show you is that when you have 5 stacks of, it can either be the fuel or the input, it'll fill up your minecart hopper completely, and minecart hoppers and minecart chests are actually affected by the amount of items in them by weight. So this, with 5 stacks of items, is going to travel a lot slower than this hopper with 2 stacks, as you'll see. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And as you'll see, it goes a lot slower, but it still makes it all the way. And that's why it's very important to make this track 10 blocks long each time you go and extend the furnace array. As you can see, this thing is already working very fast. Now, one thing I want to point out while this is finishing up is that if this dropper does manage to get stuck after you turn the machine off, all you're going to need to do is flick the lever back on, it'll start the hopper clock, and it should unclog it. Alright, and that's 2 stacks of items smelted up. As you can see, this is only 9. As you add more furnaces, it'll be even quicker. And that's it for this video. I hope this video has been helpful and informative. If you liked it, be sure to thumbs up and leave a comment for any other redstone or even non-redstone builds you'd like to see me try. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.